Boot up. Are we live? Is the question.
Which had warned the policy.
So this is testing. If anybody is watching this is testing. I think I might be on Wi-Fi and it might switch from Wi-Fi to data signal. Oh, dog's out. He's just run off down the road anyway. So you might lose me in a second. This is completely testing it. He's just looking at me like, you're driving off, you're driving off. Yeah, I think we got 3 viewers. Just say hi if you can see me, etc. I've got to pop out and get the dog in the car. Oh, so this is a test using, yay, we're live, brilliant. Okay, this is working. What do you see? Is it any different to the other live streams I've done? Hi, hi, hi. Just basically testing a new system, so it's YouTube and Twitch. And it's just solely on a data connection now, as you can probably see. Yeah, okay. 1,717 miles, if you want an update of the actual Zoe. It's going to be a bit wobbly because it's on that stupidly expensive camera mount that's not as good as my cheap one from China. Be traffic now. I'll swing the camera around and see if that works as well. Let's test it all. There we go. Works fine. It's much better for the chat. From my point of view, the chat's much clearer and more concise. Okay, data swap. Thanks guys for feeding back. It's interesting to see how it's gone from a technical side. Very laggy now. Yeah, it might be. I'm on 3G. I'm not on 4G. I'm on 3G, but. And it's saying, yeah, it's running at 29 frames per second, so I don't know if that's correct. Bit laggy between video and voice, just like Police Academy. Bit bumpy, yeah, the camera is going to shake, as I say, it's really annoying. Never do I spend about 30 quid, oh, a rainbow, 30 quid on a mount again. I'll buy a 5 quid one, I think. Okay. So is it still working? Out of sync? It's a shame, isn't it? I wonder if it'll come back into sync. Probably not. Can't see why it would be. The quality's fine to you. Okay, so some people the quality's absolutely fine and some people it's not. Are you all watching from YouTube? That's the next question. Or any of you watching from, hello, France. Wow. Get people from all over. That's the brilliant thing about these things. So we are in the Forest of Dean in Gloucestershire, if you want to look up where that is, if you don't know where it is. Beautiful place, but it is rural. So this wobble, it's really annoying. YouTube. Okay. So I'd say there's 3 platforms running at the same time, supposedly. YouTube in Germany. From all over. What I'm going to do is you might as well stay with me. I'm just going to adjust this mount, see if I can kill the vibration by changing the angle. Probably say hello to Bruce. You alright? You alright, mate? He don't care. Right. Twitch name, Rural Zoe Owner, because it's the first account I set up with it. I could actually have it. Oh, bear with me. I could actually have it. The proper name. I'm not changing the Rural Leaf name, you see, because that's legacy. That is. That's foundation. Oh, there we are. Right. Look at that. What an ugly face. Oh, that's all right. And that now, there we go. Right, what is your thoughts? Oh, what is my thoughts on the Bollinger B1? If I could afford one of them, I'd have one. I might as well sit here and read the comments, didn't I? Quality though, UK, YouTube laggy, YouTube. That's a good thing about this is the comments. So you guys asked loads of questions when I did a live feed last time, especially when we were going up to see Man City play. And do you know what? The number of people viewing. Can you guys see the number of people viewing now? Because that's supposed to be made public. Oh, flipping out, I'm off-roading in the Zoe. Or am I just, have I just lost you? I think it's still going. But I've got a white background because of the where it's positioned. Now, wow. Overexposure. If I could afford a Bollinger B1, I'd get one. Yeah, so I can't see viewers, can I? Yes, I can, yeah, 35. Yeah, 35. Okay, so that's public. So what I've done is I've set this up. You should have things here, here, and here. The chat should be down here, which I presume, can you all see the chat now? Should be a chat on this side. Okay, yeah, okay. So that's all. If this works successfully, this is the way I'll do live feeds. So I'll try and do more live feeds. Yeah, the video is HD, but it's glitching every 2 seconds. More laggy and out of sync. YouTube here, Sweden, worse than previous lives. Okay. The last two, if you're talking about the last 2 lives today, that was on Wi-Fi. I was actually on my house Wi-Fi. Twitch offline. Okay, so Twitch is offline. Don't know why. No chat. Okay. Yes, chat is at the bottom. Okay, and you can see previous people's messages, I'm assuming, with that. So, if so, that's quite good. Chat is behind the wheel. Okay. Mobile chat underneath. Okay. Don't know why that is. So for me, it's here. That's where it is for me. Almost impossible having this conversation, isn't it, between us all? Trying to work out where it is. Bruce is quiet. He usually is. Bruce, have you had a good day? Silence. Lovely husky. Chat underneath. I'll give you a walk around the car, shall I? Who wants to see a walk around the car? May as well. Text by the wheel. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's all a different place. See, text by the wheel, close down all apps that you don't need running. Shall I do that? Shall I do it now? No, I won't do it now. I'll do it next time, just in case I cut you all off. Right, so, there's the car at the moment. That's what we got. Good advice on close down all the apps, so you're right. Right, and here's the car. Boom. And this is the terrible view we've got to look at in the Forest of Dean. Hey, you have, Phil, you have driven this Zoe, this very Zoe. Actually, there's a video somewhere of you driving it. Where's that gone? Because that's got to go in a blog at some point, isn't it? It's in landscape, my camera. So there should be a Patreon link down the bottom right hand side. If any of you want to donate to Patreon, what I'm trying to do is actually run this car's electricity bill just using Patreon donations. And 10 of you have signed up so far, which is quite good. And we've never really pushed it, but I thought it'd be quite a fun idea. So if anyone wants to donate $1 is what I need. But yeah, anyway, I might as well just do a bit here while we're here. I was just going to do a quick, see if that technology works. This Zoe, for the last 1,700 plus miles, has been going really, really, really well. I am really impressed with it. And judging by all the charge issues and stuff like that, then I think this has been the correct choice. I mean, one of the deciding factors was that I wouldn't get a Leaf just by the fact I had one for 4 years, and there was nothing more than that really. There was other factors, of course, in play, but I just wanted something different. But I'm so glad that is what I chose to do, to be fair. And now I've got this 7.2 kilowatt charger at home, then that's absolutely brilliant. So it should charge pretty quickly. I've had several people asking. It's hard to keep up with all the comments and questions I get by emails and stuff like that, but several people asking, is this model slower than the R version? So I've got the Q90 and you can get the R90. It supposedly is so, according to their website, yeah. Do I see damage? Hale is one of my longest followers, I reckon. He's been with me day one, pretty much, hasn't he, Dale? Hale, sorry. I'm not speaking, I'm reading the other comments at the same time. Hale's been with me since, well, pretty much the first videos, I think. He'll be able to tell you that. Damage, no, it's no damage at all. It's just muck. Of course it's muck. Look at it. But, different to the Leaf, and they don't seem to do a great deal, but you've got these on the side, little flares. Little plastic flares, which keep a fair bit of it from kicking up across here. But you still get all the junk. I mean, look at that. That's what the roads are like. Don't know if you saw that splash. So have you, Phil, have you? Good man, good man. This camera is the reversing camera, and that, just like a Leaf, gets absolutely covered. But an interesting thing, and I'll show you now actually. Some of you Zoe's owners already know this, who have got reversing cameras. If you go to menu, and then you go, Let's have a look. Vehicle. I think it's this. Electrical vehicle. No, this is me being an idiot. Let's see. Settings. Is it that? No, it's not that one. I'm going to get it in a minute, and it's going to be mightily interesting. I don't think it is, to be honest. I'm messing up here somewhere. I saw it earlier, came across it. Pretty sure it was on the vehicle. You would think. No. Settings. Show report. Turn off rear right, rear reverse gear. Parking assistance. Here we go. This is where it is. Rear view camera settings. Check that out. It's like a Tesla, so I can drive along like that. If I get a new Leaf, I'll try and answer some of these questions. So, by the way, I can see it like a Tesla. Just like a Tesla. No different, obviously. No difference whatsoever. It's exactly the same. That's sarcasm for those of you who don't know me. Oh. But you can see the camera whilst you're driving along if you want to, which is quite neat. There's a hack to do that with the Leaf if anybody wants to do it. I found it somewhere as a combination of keys. Right, let's try and answer some questions. Hi, Ian. If you get a new Leaf at some point, will it work the charge you've already got today? Yes, it will. Why didn't you go for an e-Golf? Because this thing does 175 miles of me driving it when I took it for demo drive. What's the average range now? About 155, 160, something like that. Watch your head when you open the door. Yes, and I've had that with my mum and dad's Dacia or Dacia Sandero. I actually cut the underside of my eye with that. Similar doors, I know what you mean, but I haven't done it yet. I don't regret having a white car, no, because black's just as bad. And I cheaped out, didn't I? So I went for the cheapest model you could get, basically. So I went Q90, battery owned, got a cracking deal on it at 16k. And the only optional extra I thought I really couldn't live without for 4 or 5 years was the reversing camera. I just love it. I'm thinking of converting a car to electric. What type of car are you going to convert to electric? What's on the inside? Oh, yeah, you can see them anyway. I don't need to get the camera. It's indentations. And I suppose it's supposed to be like a circuit board. That's all we can think of. If anyone else knows any different, it looks kind of like a circuit board, but just blown up massively. Any complaints from Bruce on the room in the back there? No, not at all. But one thing has changed slightly, as you can see him there. He's got quite, like, tell by his head the scale of where he can move along to. He loves it. I was going to get another dog. But that's out the window now with the Zoe, because there's no way you can comfortably fit 2 in there. So it's a bit of a shame, but I'm happy with that. I have this on my own Ireland. Use the Zoe TomTom, also great. Yeah, I found the TomTom great. I've seen a lot of complaints about it, but apart from when we went to Manchester and lost audio directions for no reason at all, it just reworked again 3 or 4 days later. Don't know, but it was fine there. The parents still have their Leaf. Yes, they do. They've still got that. They're thinking of getting a new. Yes, so they've still got it. Hale. What have they done now? They've done 60,000 in it. I'm thinking that's the Vizia model. I'm thinking of getting a new, all new Leaf or e-Golf. Got the Golf at the moment, but I did test drive a Nissan Leaf, so wondering that's all. Yeah, the new Leaf. Just have a look at if you see what your distance is going to be. If you're doing normal journeys like most people, this won't be a problem. But there is a slight question mark over the number of rapid charges you can do in a row. So have a look into that. Do your research and make your own mind up. But it won't affect you if you're doing 150 miles, not a problem. BMW. Oh, you can convert a BMW. Which BMW? It doesn't stink of Bruce. So I've got a cover in the back there. I bought £15. You may have seen in a previous episode. And actually, the reason it stunk before is because he was getting in wet in winter, and it was causing the seats to get wet and stuff like that. Whereas this, with the waterproof cover on it, no issue at all. Yeah, I love Bruce too. He is absolutely brilliant. He's really good. So if anyone's thinking of getting a Husky, as long as you train him well, so you've got to be really harsh with him. Don't give him an inch. And the other thing is, he's always with me, which is a massive factor. So, because he can always come with me everywhere I go, he's by my side. The amount of exercise, the lady that trains them was saying that 20%, if they're with you all the time, they only need 20% of the exercise. And it's the reverse, basically. If you're never with them and you're out all day, which isn't advised for owning a Husky, you need to exercise them 80% of the time you're with them. Because no one wants to go to Manchester. Oh my goodness, I'm not saying anything. I can get a boxer and a pug in my Zoe. Get another dog in. I really do want to get another dog. Do you know what? But I wanted an Alsatian. I did, because I just love training dogs and getting a relationship with them. Wow, more than you did in yours. They did loads already. They must drive loads of miles with cars. So mum and dad got their Vizia Leaf after seeing the cost savings of mine. They tailored it out over a 6-year period where it broke even. So at that point, from fuel savings and leasing costs, they broke even. And from year 6 onwards, which is about a year and a half away now, it's just saving the money, pure money. It's paid for itself, that Leaf. And so they use it for all their trips, except from if they're doing a really long trip, or if one of them's using the car, they decide where they're going that day and who's going to take the Leaf and who's going to take the petrol car. In that case, faster shouldn't make a difference unless I go down to London on occasion. Very good video quality for a live stream too, by the way. Brilliant. That's good quality. Yeah. So for me, for the London trip, if I was popping up to do something for 2 hours, I'd go from here to London and back. The Leaf would actually be a problem for me, potentially. Because some people have had the problem after one charge, especially if you go 70 miles an hour, which is what I want to do on the motorway. I didn't get any issues with this Zoe, so that's the thing. Did I buy any extras? Yeah, bought the reversing camera only. That's the only extra I got. Apart from, of course, it's the dynamic model, so it's the mid-range of the Zoe models. Love the Husky, thanks Adam. Possible E36 if I can get it at the right price. Yeah, that'd be quite good. Big space in the front as well, isn't it, to put something in there. Can he chew the seatbelt? See, look, can you see this? It retracts. You see? Look at that, look. He's looking at it, but it retracts. Boom. Leave. Ha! I've shown him it now. You know, you're thinking, what's this? But he hasn't yet, no. And I haven't even noticed I haven't got the cage there either, the grid to stop him coming over. You had your hair done? You had your hair done, but still driving the wrong side. My hair hasn't been done. My hair's never been done. Let's be honest. Look at it. Steering wheel, as I've always pointed out, is on the right side. See? Get a cockapoo. That's what I have, and they are lovely dogs. I can't get another dog. Stop trying to get me other dogs. Amy would kill me for one, and they won't fit in the car unless I got a crate on the roof, I suppose. Wow, we could be here all day. Difference between charging connectors. So Leaf, the old Leaf has got a Type 1 connector. They do make it complicated, and you're not daft for not knowing. Type 1 in the old Leaf. So I'll go with what I've got. Type 1 old Leaf with a CHAdeMO. Type 1 is slow, essentially, charging, 3.3 kilowatt, and rapid charging. You can then upgrade a Leaf to have a 6.6 kilowatt, which is a Type 1 connector, and CHAdeMO. The new Leaf's got Type 2 and CHAdeMO. The Zoe's got Type 2, but takes all types of different charges. That's the summary. And what's your home chargers tool from today? You give a link of the website. Can you give a link of the website to free install monitoring? Because I couldn't find it. That's Ian. That's gone. The scheme's ended, so you can't get what I got now. I ordered that in August, by the way, in time for the Leaf for the Zoe to come, and that was it. This is when it was installed. Just a moment of thought, is the 7 o'clock you've had installed is the biggest available to home users, or is there higher power? I'll do some research, but I thought to ask you. Ben, yes, it is the highest you can get, unless you want 3-phase, so 11 kilowatt. You can go up then to pretty much, if you want to pay for it, you can get almost anything installed, but on single phase, that's the most you can get. Thanks, videos, always inspirational. That's brilliant, thank you very much. Have I cleaned the Zoe? Yes, I've cleaned it 4 times, and it's pointless. Each time I clean it, it's pointless. What happened to my Polo? It lives. It's stored in a shed. It has flat tyres and a flat battery. But that is a classic in the making, that Polo. He's called Damien. He is at the moment converting one for around £1,000. Well, wow. What range does that have for £1,000? About 100 miles? Something like that? Do you have economy 7? Yes, we have economy 7. How long did it take for your live so to be activated? Mine still in activation progress. I think that's probably got something to do with the number of subscribers you've got. I'm not sure there's a limit now. Maybe there isn't. No, it might just take longer. Mine was just active straight away, and I'd live, but I set up live 2 years ago, I think. Do you ever try a granny cable on the Zoe? Yes, that I'm using the granny cable since I bought this car. So I've been living off a granny cable, 3-pin, since the day I got this car. Where is the Touran? It's parked outside work. Does anybody want to buy a Touran for around about 5k? It's got full service history. Needs a couple of things doing to it. Let me know. Lovely diesel. It's clean diesel, so it's just like electric car. Are the seats in the Zoe as comfy as a Leaf or stiffer? They look like they're not. They're really nice. This is the other thing. I saw people complain about these seats, but I have had no issues at all with them. I love it. See, you haven't got adjustable head restraints. It's the correct word, isn't it? Head restraints, not headrests. But doesn't affect it because it's similar to the Tesla seats, isn't it? The same style. They've gone long, basically. The range is saying 40-50 miles, but it's up to the amount of batteries you can afford. Yes, right, yeah. So I didn't think it would have a much range for 1,000. That seems quite low. What? Clean diesels. Good, isn't it? I hope sarcasm's apparent. Otherwise you might think I'm serious. So the cup holders have all been good. Everything, honestly, I haven't got any complaints about this Zoe. I've got no complaints about it at all. How weird is that? I've got to think of a complaint. What can I complain about? It's got no rear light. It is a Tesla. Anthony, this is essentially this. If Tesla made a Super Mini, this is it. Hale, I think the chances of me getting hold of a Leaf to do it versus a Zoe, they have been squashed, let's just say, shall we? I've got no chance of getting hold of one because they know my channel, they know what I do, they know I push everything, and the chances of me getting hold of one are 0. Jack Russell, it would be, but he can't run with my electric unicycle because he just can't go far enough. E-pedal driving on the Leaf, my thoughts on it without even trying it, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think that Leaf has got the tech in it, is awesome. The OLEV grant is available, but what I got with this brand new charger being installed is I got, come on brain, it was a special company, I've forgotten it now. Electric Britain, something like that. Anyway, there was, I forgot the name of it, someone else will know, someone else shout out what it is, but it was a special scheme that was running for people in the southwest of England. Buy a Tesla. That's Phil. Phil, by the way, owns a Tesla. On your second, is it, or your third? Because your first one caught fire, didn't it? I would like the Zoe to have an electronic gear shift. Well, it kind of has, but not whilst you're driving. I mean, with the Leaf, there was only a D mode and a B mode if you had the sensor and the other one, Techno. Hello, Adam. Do you have a Tesla Model 3 reservation? I did have one, and I got my money back after Phil's Tesla caught fire, and they treated him like dirt. Do you miss anything from your old Leaf? No. Electric Nation, thank you very much, Nigel. See, people know. All you people, don't ask me questions, ask people within this live stream. I'll just go to sleep, and then you just answer the questions. Adam Cole, where are you? Good question. I am in Mitchell Dean in Gloucestershire, next to Dean Magna School, if you want to look it up. There's no kids there. It's 6:45. That's so frustrating. Maybe a few months or a year. Yeah, I've seen loads of videos floating around, people having a go. Would you, in the near future, think of converting a car for fun, or just a challenge, saying you converted a car? I've thought about it. You know, I'd love to convert a smart car. That's what I'd like to do. Have you considered solar? Now you have 2 EVs. I have. Apparently you wouldn't get enough. Then I thought about if you work it out, it's at least 10 years until I get my money back. Until it covers the cost, should I say, of the install. Instead of a mechanical one. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah. When will your next vlog be uploaded? It should be uploaded probably tonight. I do have really limited time, it has to be said, and then it's always a nightmare getting the data from my phone to my MacBook. Yeah, so when that goes live, who knows, but probably tonight. But I've actually got here is our 1,000-mile electric unicycle ride. That is a 1 terabit drive with the data on it, and it's 90% full, and I've got to do day 4, and it was 13 days. It's almost a year ago we did it, and I'm on day 4 editing it. So for instance, if any of you follow that channel, Speedy Feet channel, YouTube channel, I just uploaded a video last night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that is day 3 It was 3.5 hours worth of footage condensed down into 21 minutes, and it took around about 9 hours to edit. And this is just like this is like a side thing, doing the videos. It's just, you know, it's a huge amount of time for no return, basically. Apart from the fun of doing it. I'm talking about monetary return. When will the next people convert your Polo to electric? That is an idea, isn't it? Take out the engine, keep it, so it can be converted back again, and try and do it in such a way that you can just revert it if you wanted to. If in a year or two they bought out a better range ENV 200, would you upgrade? I would say probably almost definitely. But what I'm holding out on with the ENV 200 is in 5 years' time, someone will be able to retrofit a battery pack to it, because people will by then. That's like a 100 watt-hour battery pack, who knows. So yeah, I will see. But I would have thought there will be an upgrade to that. As long as the chassis remains sound and it doesn't get rust or anything like that, then we should just be able to upgrade. So I'm looking to upgrade the ENV 200 in answer to your question, rather than go and buy an upgrade, unless of course they've got a 60 kilowatt hour one in 5 years time that's cheap. If it's 10k, then that's not really cheap, is it? Why am I saying 10k is cheap? But if it's 10 grand, it's probably not worth converting and spending 3 grand fixing ours up. Would it really? No. Has the no sat glitch, no sat nav audio glitch repeated? Now that's interesting. So I had a glitch, for those of you who weren't following, when I went up to Manchester, had a glitch on the way back where it's completely silent, which actually in practice it's amazing how much you miss something when it's gone. And the screen is obviously showing you where you've got to go, but when it's in a city, you've got loads and loads of turn-offs and you're thinking, where is it saying turn left? And because you can't hear it and there's no countdown, I was like, oh dear. That hasn't repeated itself, but the only reason it hasn't repeated itself is I hardly ever use sat-nav to get anywhere. Okay, how much is the NV200? Not much focus on that recently. Oh, how is, sorry, the NV200? The ENV200, pedantic, is doing well. It's at almost 10,000 miles. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go and follow me on Twitter, link somewhere on my channel, because there I do publish, and Patreon page. There's posts, some of them are hidden for Patreon only, but some of them are public, and on there I put more content. So YouTube at the moment, you have to have 10,000 subscribers to be able to post just a comment, as in on your wall, and only mobile devices see it. So go to Twitter and go to Patreon, and those both public, and you can view little photos and little snippets basically of what's going on, which I can quickly do without thinking about it. Let's have a look. Reading. The Polo is perfect converted to electric. Probably is, yeah. Oh, don't have a go at James Cook. He's a lovely man. 5k, 5,000. What's 5,000? You're going to send me £5,000? That'll be nice. The only thing I miss on the Zoe is the battery percentage. Yeah, I would say that, but I get it every time I boot it up. So you don't get it on demand. But the thing with this one, so the 41 kilowatt hour Zoe, I'm not thinking about range at all, and that's honest. I'm just not even considering it. So I will do a video soon. Probably I will start tonight once this is fully charged, so tomorrow, of seeing how many days I survive doing my normal day-to-day stuff. I think it's gonna be about 5 days. I'll film that and I'll let you know, and that'll be uploaded. So in what I'm trying to say there is battery percentage, you don't even really need to worry about it. Whereas with the Leaf, you're constantly going like that, and the ENV200, you're looking at it and going, right, I've got 28% left, that's gonna be about 20 miles, and that's how, yeah, you need it, you need that then, but you don't need it here as a necessity. So yeah. I just think in 10 years there'll be more electric cars on the road than normal fuel cars. I think you'd probably be right. Well, depends if it depends how you look at that, I suppose. More new electric cars being bought, probably. Have you tried the telematics of the new wall charger? No. Tell me more about that, Peter. Would you like an electric Corsa? No, I would not like an electric Corsa, unless it's free and you're offering it. Have you heard about the Tesla Model 3 road trip coming to Western Drayton on April the 8th? James Cook and lots of EV enthusiasts will be there. Should be fun. Probably won't be, because what happens is I work Monday to Friday, and it's like, I'm going home now. I'm just stopping here in his lay-by to do this live feed. It's 10 to 7. Won't see the kids, and the only time I get to see him is on weekends. Can Bruce ride electric unicycle? Could be an internet safe station. There is a video of me taking him for a ride in this very bag, but obviously quite some time ago. His head was popped at the top of it, looking around, and that was when he was about 9 weeks old. Didn't become a sensation though, sadly. In practice, what are charging points like in Gloucester? Very few in South Gloucester, North Bristol. Yeah, rubbish. But then again, I say with this 175 mile range, 150 mile range in winter, I just try you can travel all around Gloucestershire and not even worry about it, kind of thing. Never use percent in Tesla. Yeah, that's right, Phil. Yeah, so Phil's kind of confirmed my logic about seeing a percentage, is that because Phil's Tesla has such a large range, you're not actually overly worried about percentage. I work for Ego Mobile, a German startup company exclusively manufacturing electric vehicles. If you get a chance, check us out. We're about to start series production of the Life. Okay, well, other people can see that as well, so have a check it out. And then any referrals you get, you know, backhand it. What? How many cars have you owned in your life, and what was your favourite? How many cars have I owned in my life? Oh my goodness, loads. Wow, loads. I've owned about 12 smart cars. Just that I know of. I've owned 10 Polos, 12 smart cars, around about those figures, not exact, but more or less. Land Rover Discovery, what generation was that? Not sure. Old one. Range Rover, 2 Range Rovers, a classic, Range Rover Classic 2-door. Land Rover Series 1, obviously the Leaf. What else have I owned? The Touran. I've owned loads of cars. Flipping it, loads of them. More info on West Drayton from anyone. Yep, someone else share that, let them know the details, send them a link to if there's such a thing. Where are you going after this video? Home. Hopefully to have some tea and say hello to the children before they go to bed. Does the wall charger send info to a phone app or Windows app? So the wall charger, the latest one, which has been installed, goes up to Electric Nation, and they monitor that data for the next 18 months, and they want to see usage patterns of all these people that have got these free chargers, because they're quite expensive chargers, which are free if you sign up to it. And we've got to fill surveys in by contract. We've got to fill surveys in. That's the compensation, basically. We get a free charger. You should hang about in laybys. You shouldn't hang about. Good. Phew. I thought you said you should, and I was thinking, probably not. Or should I? Are you allowed to use a unicycle on the pavement highway? Interesting question. We have got a fellow rider who's got an appointment with an MP who's very keen on making sure that they are protected and the riders are protected from that. It's a grey area, put it that way. Hello. Change your car like the weather. Well, in the UK it's always raining, but yeah, I do. I've had a lot of cars, but then I used to sell them, so I used to buy them and do them up. This is when I was younger, so I did from the age of about 16, 17 onwards, until I got stopped by the council. I was selling cars, yeah. It was good, it was really good. It kept me off the streets. I took a car that was no good, failed MOT, and I would go and fix it, using all the tools I bought myself, fix it all up so it was roadworthy and it was a nice little car for someone, sell it for 300 or 400 quid, and then it gets stopped, you get squashed when you're a kid, so there we are. Bit bitter about that. Hi, and did you get to keep your old home charger connected? Yes, so we've got 2. Obviously I need it for the ENV 200, so yeah, we got both still, the 16 amp and 32 amp. 42 cars, 2 of which were EVs. Congratulations. Can you film you driving home via this live stream? I could do, but you're going to lose signal. I will do that in a second because I do need to get going. Do you have a hairbrush? A hair what? A hairbrush? What's a hairbrush? Someone tell me what a hairbrush is. Do you have or considered electric motorcycles? Certainly have. 0 motorcycles. Anybody want to hook me up with an electric motorcycle? Less than 16 grand? Yep, let me know. I have had, by the way, electric motocrossers and everything. Electric Nation will not be able to have both my old and new chargers, so my old one was disconnected. Still on my wall. That's very strange because I did have an argument with them about that, but I won. Yes, so I've had an electric motocross bike and I've got an electric trials bike. So I have technically got 1 electric motorbike. Does the charge you had installed today, does it mean in however many years you said it was, then you will have electric cars parked in your driveway charging? I'm not sure what you mean, Hale, sorry. Ego do a kid's car, it looks ideal for Speedy. I got prosecuted for Segway. Phil, don't go there. That's 2 wheels for a start, it's not electric unicycle. Phil, by the way, in the comments is famous because he's the guy that screwed up everything for everyone. It wanted to use as a Segway. Model 3 at West Drayton. Tesla, yeah, okay, look on Facebook. Have you ever done any sort of motorsport? I did trials riding. So motorcycle trials. Was alright at it. Wasn't brilliant and wasn't rubbish. Have an Electric Nation Charger 2 works well. Yeah, it seems to so far. Hairbrush is what you use to brush your hair. Why would you want to brush your hair? I mean, look, that's come out. That's come out fine, because I get up in the morning, I get straight out of bed, and I just get up and do stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't know, and you know, you wouldn't even know I haven't done my hair. This is sarcasm, by the way, for those who don't know what sarcasm is. Are you happy you bought a car with active battery cooling and heating? Very funny, look. See? Stirring the pot. That's Jan, stirring the pot. Yeah. I am very happy I bought that, yes. Let me know how you get on with Electric Nation. I have had some very annoying issues with it disconnecting after a couple of mins, and it takes 5 to 15 minutes to reconnect and start charging again. That is on the Leaf, I presume, Martin, just to clarify, just so we know. Got to run, cheers. Thanks, Peter. See you later. Do you want to go to the EV show at Prescott Hill in a couple of weeks? I can give you a free ticket. Probably won't do that, no. Probably not. But thank you very much for the offer. As I explained slightly earlier, I'm not sure if you're here, it's just that I don't get time with the family as it is. So finding the time to spend with them is pretty difficult. Right, both of us need our tea. Love the live stream, thanks. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my ugly mug off this, and I'm going to set off. It will probably go terrible and you lose a signal, but this is the end of the live stream basically, but you can go there. So you can see where I'm going. I'm off home now. Let's spin that up a little bit. There we are. So I am off. I think it's not actually focusing, but you'll be able to tell me that. I think it's just rubbish focusing. And it'll be all wobbly and it's rumpy and it's like an off-road course. Fully charged? No, they offered Speedy Feet to come and pay for a stand there, I think it was. But I've not not even bothered replying to that. I don't want to be paying to go there. Should be good though, for those that wish to go. As in, I don't want to pay and have a stand there selling electric unicycles, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to pay as a normal individual going there. It looks really, really good. Lovely spring day, yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can't stop at McDonald's on the way home. It's too rural. Look at it. These are all the back roads. This is my route home. This is where you have accidents if you drive too fast, especially on a motorbike. Oh, I used to have a motorbike as well. A GSX 750. Oh, and a CCM. I had a CCM R. What was it? What are you doing? Where's that car stop? CCM R90. I had a Kawasaki. It was a 250? 250 or 350? Can't remember the names of it now. I had a TS50 as well. Yeah, I think the Zoe was a smart choice. I really do.